Alright, John Oaks here with HANKSTERS Hot Rods here in our Homer City location, and we are going to go over our newest addition to our inventory. This is a 1973 Ford Bronco. As you can see here, our Bronco, this is all steel body, stock steel hood on it, and ours is done in this two-tone color scheme. Real nice color scheme here. It's a real deep like metallic blue and metallic gray here on this car. Again, real nice paint job here for this vehicle. We've got our chrome bumpers here, front and back. You'll see the back one when we get there. But again, as we walk back along the sides, we're just going to point out we've got 302 Fender emblems on this vehicle. That is indeed what's underneath the hood here. As a matter of fact, this is the original 302 Ford motor that's in here. Of course, we've got the Bronco script emblems here. You can see our body here as far as our doors go. See our gaps, our alignment, the body lines on the vehicle. They match up really, really well on here. And the glass too. The glass is in really good condition. There's no cracks or chips in it. You might see an occasional little tiny scratch every once in a while, but again, probably all the original glass that's in this vehicle too. Got mirrors on it, both driver and passenger. And while we're here at the door, we'll go ahead and look inside. And you'll see we've got two-tone color scheme inside too. Seat covers on it are going to be the blue and gray also. Now it does have the front bucket seats. It also has the rear removable seat in there also. You also see the gray carpet. That's a full carpet kit. So you've got front and into the back. You have all carpeting. Of course, you got factory dash with factory instrumentation in there, and the Hurst 3-speed shifter, and that is what's in here too, the original 3-speed. Door shuts nice and easy. Again, all of your seals are in good shape on this vehicle. Now you can see that the back, they did alter the fenders just slightly, and this isn't out of the ordinary. A lot of guys do this with these Broncos. They'll trim out the fender well here, put these fender flares on them there too, just to give a little extra clearance. As far as wheels and tires, we've got 16-inch aluminum wheels. This has been upgraded with, and then all matching tires, the Sailun Terramax ATs. These are 265/75 R16s. As we work our way further back, you've seen the top on this. This is a color-matched hardtop. The top is going to be that same metallic gray. The sides of it, as it wraps around, is going to be that metallic blue. As we come back here to our rear section here, our taillight lenses are in great shape, bezels in good shape too, chrome bumper, steel tailgate, and yes, the gate here does lift up. We're going to go ahead and do that for you. If you just lift up and let it down, it'll lock itself into place. Open our handle up here. And again, the tailgate is tethered, so it's not going to go anywhere with these hinges here. Again, I mentioned that carpeting. You see that all the way to the back. And again, all the seat covers and upholstery are in really, really good shape. Just almost brand new back here. So we'll go ahead and we'll close everything back up again. That way you can see it open and closed. And again, to do the gate back here, you just want to lift back up again. That'll release the lock on it. And then set it back down and it locks in place. So we'll walk around the passenger side now. Again, same thing over here. We're just going to look at the body and make sure everything's real nice and straight on it, which it is. Again, you'll see the condition of all the wheels and tires, all of the body lines on here, again lining up. And again, you can kind of really see that because they put this gray pinstriping in here, and that follows the contour of the body line front to back on this vehicle. The hinges, you can see those are super nice, all painted. There's no paint chipped off of the hinges whatsoever. You'll see those mirrors again on the side, and we'll open this side up so you can get a chance to look at the interior from the passenger side. Again, all of your seals and weather stripping even around the doors are in really good shape, all nicely tucked in there, and no splits or cracks in any of those. Again, the matching emblems on this side as well. Locking front hubs too. This is a 4-wheel drive vehicle, so you do have that option. And then as we come around the front, you can see that they left the grille as it should be. You've got your traditional sealed beam headlights here, highs and lows, all in one unit. Of course, your parking lights or turn signals are right there too. the Ford up front here painted up nicely so you can see that coming at you. And again, stock steel hood. You can see your gaps the whole way back and your elevations with your fenders. Again, very good for a vehicle like this. Again, they weren't perfect in any means there, but again, this vehicle really nice. And you can see that windshield too, all very nice, no cracks or chips in that. Now we are going to go ahead and open up our hood, so you'll just bear with me for a second until I get this up and the prop rod in place. Go. So with the prop rod in place, you can see the underside of the hood's been painted blue just like the exterior of the vehicle. Inside the engine compartment all blacked out, real nice looking engine compartment here. And this is again the original 302 Windsor small block Ford engine for in this vehicle. Starting from top, and we'll work our way down. Obviously you can see we've got the factory style air cleaner. We also have, this is the Ford, this is the F2 2150 series 2-barrel carburetor on here. That's bolted to the stock cast intake. Off to the sides, you've got painted valve covers there as far as your ignition. They kept with the stock style distributor and stock style coil. However, they did upgrade your plug wires to a set of Accel 8mm super stock plug wires. As far as the exhaust goes on the vehicle, we've got just the stock cast exhaust manifolds here. Those are emptying out into a set of dual exhaust, dual mufflers, and dual tailpipes out the rear of the vehicle. Now again, this is a power brake, power steering car. It's 4-wheel drum, but it is all power. So again, you're going to stop just fine. And the power steering, again, that's going to get you around the corners very nicely. Stock radiator here. Again, we've got a, I believe that's a 6-blade fan on there. Kind of a partial shroud, if you want to call it that. More so just to protect the fan from the top of the hood there. All right, now that we got our 73 Bronco here up on the lift for you all to see the underside, we're going to go through all of our suspension, steering, braking, and most importantly, all the metal on the underside of this vehicle here. So starting up front, we're going to go through, I guess we'll start with suspension. Again, this is just all stock standard suspension on one of these Broncos. So your coil springs and shocks, your arms here, this is all just normal stuff for underneath the front end of one of these. We've got a Dana 44 here, front differential on this vehicle. Of course, we have that going back into your Dana Spicer 20 transfer case, and then back to your 9-inch Ford rear end, which by the way has a 370 gear in that. Now as far as steering, again, standard steering components. You've got the steering stabilizer shock up here or dampener up there, so that's going to help keep any kind of a wobble or anything like that out of the front end. As far as braking components, this is power brakes, but it does have 4-wheel drum brakes all the way around on it. So again, power brakes are going to stop you good, but they are drum brakes the whole way around. Now as far as the driveline, we'll go through that since we're right here. We do have the original 302 small block Ford motor here. That is backed up by the original 3-speed manual transmission. Of course, as I mentioned before, the Dana Spicer 20 transfer case, and then that 9-inch Ford rear with the 370 gear. Rear suspension wise on the car, we have multi-leaf rear suspension. Of course, you've got your shocks back there too, all of which is in good condition. As far as brakes, as I mentioned, drum brakes on the rear as well. We do have the emergency brake. It is all hooked up here. All your cables, all your hooks, your equalizer bars, all of that. It's all right here and functional. You can see the exhaust. Now we come from our stock cast exhaust manifolds down here to your dual exhaust, dual mufflers, so your true dual exhaust. And then you've got your tailpipes up over top the rear end, and then they exit out one on each side behind the rear tires there, right underneath the quarter panels. Now this particular Bronco, this has just the single fuel tank. You don't have the dual tanks on this one, so just the single out back. And as far as the floors go on this Bronco, the floors are in really good shape. I don't see, of course, there's no holes. I don't see any patching. All of your pinch welds up along the sides here all look good. All the bracing, that all looks good. Your body mount bushings and hardware, again, all of that stuff looks good. Transmission cross member, that's in great shape too. Front cross member, obviously, all of your framework up front here, all of it is nice and straight, good and square, all the way back through the vehicle, clear back to the rear bumper there. Now, as far as wheels and tires on the vehicle, they've upgraded to a 16-inch aluminum wheel. Not quite sure the name brand of wheel, but it's a real nice looking wheel for this particular type of vehicle. And as far as tires, all matching name brand, matching tread on this, and they are Sailun Terramax AT tires. And the size on these are 265/75 R16s all the way around. And the tread, as you can probably see in your in the video here, is just like brand new. These things look really, really nice. So that's really about it for underneath our Bronco here.